from planet Earth, Buloka. To go.
Let me define what is Bahuputratam. About what you want to experience so powerfully, because there is Advaita also has conflicts and contradiction. What is having clarity, completion, project something out of completion. When Prahlada's dad was asking about to raise his small finger, a child, fold the fingers and show one finger or anything, he must have. When Prahlada was about to mention the pillar, Narayana started, whatever pillar he shows, I have to enter into that pillar. Just for his hand movement or the direction is embodiment of integrity. Markandeya is embodiment of enriching. Prarabdha akamya sanchita. If you are in completion with integrity, without conflict, contradiction, whatever you project on the cosmos is a project for cosmos. On the outer world obeys you. Please listen. Nothing is political in the planet Earth. Means nothing is much ever you doubt. No. Some of the fellows who are head of the countries, state, when you are in completion and project to the world, you see that becoming reality, and your inside is in completion, outside is in completion. When both are in completion, the experience of you and your life does not have any conflict or contradiction. That is what I call flow of Advaita.
If you are established in the space of Advaita, even if the other guy tries to attack you, abuse you, his whole being will not cooperate with him to attack you. Simply, he will lose strength and fall into stupidity and foolishness, powerlessness. He will not be able to attack you. He will collapse before even he stares at you. The power of the space is such, I tell you, learn this science, practice this science, master this science, even if you have failed earlier. Can Swamiji define what is the space of Advaita? Means there are some ultimate truths. Everyone is extension of you. Whether you call as a Hitler or Bin Laden, Buddha or Mahadeva, please understand. Hitler or Bin Laden, Buddha or Mahadeva, Krishna or Kali, everyone is extension of you. You should be very clear why somebody is Buddha, somebody is Bin Laden. Let me make it very plain and simple, straight. So now you need to know which part of you is paining you, which part of you which is making you hate somebody, you should address that part and complete it. By completing with that part, you make the other person powerless. If he still holds on to the violence, please listen. Listen once more. For example, in the world, in fact level itself, there are violent people, terrorists, who attack, abuse, destroy. I am not saying what they are doing is right, but before you start defending you, before you start attacking back, your incompletion towards them, the my world's incompletion, complete it. When you complete it, please understand what I am giving you is a successful war strategy, because I have won many wars. I am going to be winning many wars. What I am saying, what I am telling you is not some spiritual philosophy. It is a successful war strategy. Look into you, complete with the part of you which is responsible for your anger, your violence. Complete with that. You will see that guy, the world terrorist, loses all his power. He will become powerless. You entertaining anger towards him, which is in the my world, keeps his violence active and alive. The moment you complete with this, your enemy will no more be lion, he will become a rat. You just need a little rat poison. You don't need a gun and AK-47. Make the enemy powerless by making your enmity powerless. Sincerely, when you create the space of Advaita in you, means non-violence, no enmity. Again and again get back to that space, no enmity, non-violence. I am not even saying become friendly, that is up to you whether you want or not. But decide to be non-violent, no enmity. I tell you, the moment you complete with your enmity and drop it, your enemy will suddenly lose power. The cosmos will not support him anymore. The person who is not supported by the cosmos is like a fan which is not supported with electricity, power. It cannot run. If it was running, maybe it will take few seconds for it to stop once you switch off. But not more than that. I tell you, everywhere, Advaita has a direct utility value, whether you are in a hospital for health, you are in a marketplace for wealth, you are in a court fighting a case, you are in a war field fighting some people, you are in a place of riot where you have to survive, you are facing the survival threat wherever you are. The space of Advaita has highest utility value. Just be brutally fanatic and practice Advaita. I am telling you. Whether you logically know the values of it, the side effects of it, or you need to take a little more time to learn the side effects of it, after effects of it, start practicing Advaita, the space of Advaita. I tell you, it will be amazing Kalpataru, giving constantly what you want, and amazing protection by making all your enemies stupid. By cherishing enmity, you will make yourself weak and make your enemies strong. By completing with enmity, you will make your enemy weak. And after that, you don't need to destroy him. And even if you destroy, you won't have sin. You may not even need, because he will die by his own powerlessness. Even if you want to destroy him, you may not need weapon. Understand, the space of Advaita is the best strategy planner, whatever situation you are in. The space of Advaita can be the best war strategy, political strategy, business strategy, economic strategy, health strategy, and the strategy for productivity, highest possible life. Whoever lives in the space of Advaita, even when you are directly facing your own death, is liberated. The moment you fall into Dvandva, your life is gone. You are gone, your life is gone. Whole thing is waste. Whether you are fighting with the disease, fighting with a pattern, fighting with poverty, fighting with disturbed relationships, fighting with terrorists, fighting with society, fighting with anything, keep Advaita, the space of Advaita, as a strategy for your life. Please listen. Whole life is a business. Whole life is trading. You give something, receive something. Either you got more or you gave more, or you got and gave equally. Whatever is said and done, whole life is a business. Please understand, but the good news is, what you consider as you is the starting point. The best news is that can be just updated by the Advaita. Please understand, what you consider you is the position, trade position. If you consider you only dependent on your physical qualities, you only have depreciation asset. You only have depreciation value. But if you assess yourself based on the qualities you carry in your mind, it can be, you can be appreciation asset, means intelligence, your ability to handle any situation. How you perceive you, if it is just occupied, means your self-image, your identity about you, if it is occupied completely by your look, by your beauty, the physical dimension, please listen, you are making all your strategies and plans based on depreciation asset. More and more, as time passes, life will be hell for you. Kala will bring suffering for you. Please understand. Strategy which brings best things as Kala passes is eternal strategies. If your perception about you is all based on your beauty, you are having exponentially depreciation asset. You can manage few more years with various creams and cosmetic items, but it will continue to depreciate.
General. Now, we just understood about Sameepya Samādhi, integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching, the basic qualities that you need to cherish, which will help you to experience the Sameepya Samādhi state. And how to be established in the space of Advaita. See, what you experiencing the space of Advaita is the very purpose of the Sameepya Samādhi. Like where? Literally, actually, Swami describes in one of the very earliest satsangs, I think this is from 2002 or 2003. It's like something very early, the recorded available one that we actually have. Swami describes so beautifully about how it is experienced Sameepya Samādhi. It is like an ant just having if an ant gets a drop of just a small grain of sugar and just experiences a drop of that sweetness, that is what is coming to program, attending the program and experiencing Swamiji. If the same ant gets a huge sugar cube and goes on enjoying, tasting the deliciousness and just living with that sugar cube and for the rest of its life, enjoying its delicious sweetness, is living around the Guru. Sayujya Samadhi is becoming one. The ant is just merging into the sugar cube with Sayujya Samadhi. But Sameepya Samādhi is that space where you get to enjoy, cherish, live that sweetness continuously. Sayujya Samadhi, yes, it is an ultimate, but the most delicious Samadhi is Sameepya Samādhi, where you get to live around the Guru. The physical nearness to Guru is called as Sameepya Samādhi. And that space is one of the most sweetest, one of the most beautiful space to be in. Because when you are experiencing living around the master, that Sameepya Samādhi is literally where Swamiji will tell you, experience, enjoy the master through all your senses, which means you just become him. You start living around, you start radiating that same space. Actually, if you see, that's why many people, one common thing that we all hear, right? All of us sannyasis, balasins, one thing we hear is, even if you're just living around Swamiji for, let's say, like few years now, everyone starts saying, Ma, you just look like Swamiji, you just talk like Swamiji, you just walk like Swamiji. Actually, it's really, that is really how we manifest, because our body, our biomemory starts absorbing the avatar and we start simply radiating the avatar. That is what is Sameepya Samādhi. The physical nearness to the Guru, that is called Sameepya. And through this, you start realizing, somebody says, the more and more closer you keep living around, you will start realizing that there's no difference between you and the divine. It just becomes one and the same. Reality is not having any conflicts or contradictions internally about what you want to experience as your inner world and outer world, and projecting it powerfully. Like somebody said, when you project something to the cosmos, it should become a project for the cosmos. When you are integrated and when you project something to the cosmos, it becomes a project for the cosmos. You should project it so powerfully that there's no conflict between your projection and your experience perception. And because there is no gap, there's no gap between what you project as the inner world and the outer world. At that moment, when there's no conflict or contradiction, the insight about what you want to show on the inside and outside, what you are experiencing is Advaita. From Advaita, whatever you project to the cosmos is a project for the cosmos. Simply, it becomes a project. Cosmos simply does it. See, whenever you complete with the gap where you project, where there's a conflict between what you project on the inside versus what you project on the outside. In the world, there are like a lot of violent people, terrorists who attack, abuse, destroy. Before you start attacking back, complete the my world, the incompletions that you carry. Like Swamiji said, right? All the external conflicts is a manifestation